Welcome to the Raven Wolf channel. This is Anna. Today I wanted to read an email that I get every month it's from the subscription from the Crystal Box, the Tame and Wild monthly subscription. And they sent monthly newsletters talking about the moon and if it's a full moon or whatever. So this month it's about the Sunday, September 9, new moon in Virgo. So I know it's a little kind of late because it's already Sunday around 8:10 p.m. my time. So, but anyways, I was reading it and I was like, I got to share this. So just please bear with me and I'm gonna go ahead and read the email. It says, can you feel outdated? All cycles now come up to break. This Virgo moon calls up to rise, as the old stagnant falls and dies. With focused eyes and heart we must look forward now in love and trust. Virgo, pure and saintly dove, whispers forth our rarest love. So I guess that's a little poem or something. So a long-waited breath of relief, this new moon ushers us into a lighter cycle, free from the heavy bonds that retrograde season has all of us bound in one way or another. With both Mars and Saturn now stationed direct, we're all feeling this new urge of energy and determination called forth by the loving and precise hands of Virgo. And what's more, this new moon just so happened to land on a 9-9 portal, the 9th day of the 9th month. A portal that signifies endings, new beginnings, cycle breaks, and karmic cleansings. There has been never more powerful times to once and for all step into new that awaits you. We've been flirting with the rebirth all this year, finding new steps and new pieces with every new moon cycle, knowing what needs to be done, knowing what needs to come next. And while many of us has taken steps towards this newness, many of us still clinging to certain past securities that make us feel safe but keep us bound. This new moon in Virgo is quickly ushering us forward past the safety lines and headed first into the divine newness that awaits. She understands that there has may be some remnant of fear, some indecision that still hasn't quite dulled. But she's calling us now in love and lighter breath and trust to make that leap, to take that step. You already know what needs to be done. Mama Moon is here to remind you to trust your own intuition on this. Don't let fear or doubt to be tricky beast that stops you're close. With the new moon opposite to Neptune, we might be feeling a strong resurgence of those deceptive, fearful feelings. Neptune tends to encircle us in a cloud of confusion, doubt, and disillusion, many real. It may show up as simply our own creeping thoughts, or it may be as hurtful gossip, lies, and even tricksters. But there is no need to fear this. As long as we are honest about our intentions and our desires, as Virgo hardly encourages us to be, we can see that we already have the strength and the ability to navigate these Neptunian waters with a precise ease. Jupiter, the planet of grandeur, benevolence, and wealth, makes a delightful sextile to our new moon, helping us alleviate the cloudier energies of Neptune. Jupiter is here to energize us with the ability to expand both materially and spiritually under the influence of new moon in Virgo. If you were here to discover what fears are just that, fears and nothing more, what would you do different? Which direction would you like to place your focus? It's time now to see the illusions placed in front of you. It's time now to accept and clarify for the truth is. And it's not as simple as another unfulfilled impossible dream. It's now the hunker down and focus of what you want more instead of devoting your mind to all of that you fear. Virgo is calling on to rise in greatness. Will you hear the call? And there's a little more here. Here are some ways you can take advantage of this recalibrating new moon in Virgo. So you guys ready? Let go of perfectionism in you. Yes, Virgo is the reason of perfectionist. Tell me about it. And yes, there's nothing wrong with that, with taking a little pride in your craft. But have you ever stopped to consider in your perfectionism that's holding you back? This is all about the things you have done or even tried because the timing wasn't just right, because you weren't just right. This new moon is calling you to throw that all out the window and realize that now is the time. Sign up for that class, revisit the passion you gave up too soon, publish that piece. It's time to let go of the perfectionism and just be you. Here's another thing you can do. Burn the old. One of the most cathartic and effective new moon practices is that of writing down the past and burning the pages to ash. All you need to do for this ritual is write down all the stagnant, the old, the past, the karmic binds that you're ready to finally get rid of, and then set the page on fire. Or rip it into shreds if you can't safely burn the paper. This practice will help you cement these new changes in your mind and something permanent, something that can be taken back. It helps your subconscious accept these desires, changes, and determine reality. This new moon in Virgo marks both ends and the beginnings that we all so desperately needed. The moon is urging us to cut away the bullshit and finally step in the newness that's been calling us since the start of 2018. No more excuses, darling. This is Virgo season. All that's left is for you to make the choice and rise. So I thought that was a very cool email about the new moon, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope that you get to use some of this, not use, but that by me reading this email, click something to you. So I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys next week. You guys have an awesome new moon, and I love you. Mwah. In Lakesh. Bye.